Hi, my name is Toby Daniels. If you're interested in multiple streams of income, living a good life, and thriving in spite of your background, agenda, race, circumstances, whatever, then this video is for you. So keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Toby Daniels. I film about faith, relationships, lifestyle, love, property. Yes, there's definitely something for you here. So if you're yet to subscribe, can I please ask that you subscribe to my channel and also give this video a thumbs up if you do like it, and share. Also, I'll be looking forward to reading from you in the comment section. All right, so in this video, I'm going to be sharing how I went from earning £5 an hour. Yeah, I think it was like £5.20 actually. Earning £5 an hour to having multiple streams of income, and I guess what multiple streams of income is helping me afford, or the lifestyle it's helping me afford. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of a backstory. I moved to UK as a teenager, and I didn't move here when I say I moved to the UK, so I lived in Nigeria. I was born and bred in Nigeria. Moved here as a teenager for higher education, to go to uni. And when I moved here, we didn't necessarily have. I didn't come from like a super wealthy background. Like, we weren't poor. But we weren't super wealthy, definitely not. And so even coming here was a stretch. I was paying or contributing to my tuition fees, so it wasn't just like, oh, bank of daddy and mommy like sorting it out. Of course they were contributing like the majority of it, but it was like literally the whole family helping out. My sisters, shout out to you girls, were doing a lot. They were housing me, they were contributing to my fees and like my daily feeding and whatever. And then I also was contributing to my fees because I started working. So I started working. I had a part-time job because I was in uni at the time, and then during holidays I was working full-time, and yeah, it wasn't the easiest. It definitely wasn't the easiest, to be honest. Let me give you a bit of a story. I didn't know, when I was coming to the UK, I didn't know I was going to work, because in Nigeria an 18-year-old isn't necessarily working for the most part. Of course, there are exceptions to that. Maybe things are changing more and more now with young people earning from a much younger age, but in Nigeria it wasn't a thing. Of course here is a lot more common, and it's kind of expected, from 16, 17, you see teenagers working. So it wasn't a thing, so I didn't think about it when I was coming here. So I remember I don't know, it must have been a month or two after I moved, and then my sisters were basically broke the news to me that I had to start working, and I was like, what do you mean work? What do you mean? I genuinely had no idea I was gonna work, but yeah, I had to start working part-time, because as I said, I was in uni, but also because I had restrictions on my visa. I could only work. I had a student visa, so I could only work 20 hours a month. 20 hours a week. For the most part. So I started working in a cinema, Odeon Cinema, in London. And yeah, it was interesting. It wasn't too tedious, but I remember that the summer of that year, I worked a lot. I worked a lot because I was trying to save up a lot, knowing that one, I could work full time during this time, and then I was trying to save up a lot to be able to afford to be able to kind of give a good contribution towards my tuition. As I said, my parents were doing a good part of it, and my sisters as well, but then also I was contributing. So anyway, it was just a means to an end. And also when I started working, I basically kind of became responsible for myself, in a sense that, not daily, well, more feeding, in terms of clothes, stuff like that. I was taking care of it, feeding. I was living with my sisters, so I would eat whatever they eat, but obviously if I'm going out, then I was able to kind of take care of myself in that sense. And then it was all fine. When I finished uni, my undergrad, I got a good job, not a good job, actually, not a relatively good job, it was a good job. Particularly as a first job, the pay was quite good. And then after that, after about 18 months or so, I went back to do my master's at London School of Economics. And then again, I was still living with my sisters. Now, after my master's, I had about 2 to 3 months or so. During my masters, the year that I was doing my masters, I didn't work at all because I kind of had saved up quite a bit, and I just wanted to like really immerse myself in the whole experience, for my postgrad rather than, because I didn't really get to do that for my undergrad, and yeah. But towards the end of it, like of my masters, and when I was like really looking for jobs and I hadn't found anything yet, it was getting really difficult, like, and things were getting really tight. So I didn't work for a year, so I didn't really have any money. Like, it wasn't just disposable income, I just really didn't have any money. And I was really, really looking for a job. And in addition to that, my visa was running out like in months. So it was kind of like a tense period. I tried thinking about like, different things to do. But anyway, finally got a job. I've done a full video about like how I went from having a student visa to becoming a British citizen and all of the process. So please check that out. I've also done, so if you're interested in the process of how I went, please check out that video. I'll try and link it as well. But anyway, all of that got to this point where I finally got this job, when it was like, and this job was also sponsoring my visa, and the pay wasn't great, but I think the most important thing for me at that time was that they were sponsoring my visa. So they were my tier 2 sponsors, if you know anything about like work visas. So that was great. However, at some point I knew that I needed more, and that's the focus of this video, in terms of like the multiple streams of income, and being, first of all, like, being able to move away from that place of, okay, I'm earning per hour, like I'm just doing this job part-time whilst as a student. Or maybe like you may even be like a lot more, because I was younger when I was doing that, so you may even be a lot older and you're having to do that even right now. I want you to understand that that doesn't have to be the end of your story. Again, like if you need, sometimes we need to do what we need to do for a period, just so we can get to where we want to go to. So I wouldn't say like, just sit out and waiting for that big break and these big jobs or these big business ideas that would transform your life without doing anything with what you doing what you can do at the moment. So I was younger, it was working, but then after I got that job and stuff, as I said, the pay wasn't great, but it was okay, and the focus was on the visa. So until about, I think I was in that job for like, say 2-3 years before I actually started thinking about multiple streams of income. So it wasn't until about it wasn't until about 3 years ago. Yeah, it wasn't until about 3 years ago that I actually started having multiple streams of income. And it all started, for me, like, it's been in property. And it's not just doing in terms of like buying investment properties. As I said, I film about properties, so check out like my property related content as well. I've done many different videos. If you have questions about it, I'm sure that there's probably a video that I've done answering that question, but if not, you can still ask the question in the comment section below. So my first and foremost, I realized that I needed not necessarily property. I needed to have multiple streams of income. Now, for me, it was property because I could see my sisters doing it, like, and excelling at it. So I kind of had that information around me already, and property just kind of seemed like, the right way, not the right way, but it seemed like a sure way of doing it. There are many different things. There's trading, there's YouTube, there's coding, there's many different things that people do, catering, art, whatever it is that you're interested in, public speaking, just many different things, like whatever talent or passion it is that you have, like I'm sure that there's a way that you can monetize it. So it was about 3 years ago that we, because my husband and I do this together, so we started investing in property, and we started it just slowly, in terms of like just got one property, we got a new one, and then we decided to rent the old one out, which we were previously living in, and it was just a buy to let. So the profit from that wasn't a lot, but at least it was like the start of something. But it was on later, like we. Actually, that wasn't my first. Before that, we're doing a different property strategy, which we still do today, called service accommodation. And that was also giving us some additional income. So in addition to our 9 to 5 jobs, we also had income coming from this stream. So in 2021, we decided to take it up a notch, and actually, that's when things really, really changed for us. Where we just bought a lot more properties, and we started doing different strategies. So it's not just like your standard regular buy to let. There's the HMO, the service accommodation. So even within a business line. So I'm just thinking about, so for instance, you could be interested in music. Even in music, I'm sure like there are different streams of income in music that you can explore. So don't just think, oh, it has to be like this one way, I just have to go to an event and sing. No, like if you're good at singing, maybe you can start doing voiceovers for, I don't know, not voiceovers. You can start like doing singing for events. You could start doing surprise, like birthdays, I'm apart from like being a recording artist, if that's what you want to do ultimately. But I'm sure that there are different ways, and you just need to think about these things creatively. So for us, property like was the way, but also we know that it's not just the standard buy to let to a family or whatever, and you just have the extra, I don't know, 300, 400 pounds, 500 pounds coming a month. But there are other ways that could give us more, that we could get more in a shorter period of time. So we started to do that, and that has really, really changed the trajectory of our life significantly. In the past year, we've gone to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of how many countries, maybe 10, I don't, maybe it's probably not up to 10, about so let's say 8 to 10 countries like in the past year. We've gone like on some amazing vacations, which I have also filmed all of it. Check it out on my channel. But like gone to so many places, and even now like I've I don't know, my last trip was maybe 6 weeks ago, thereabout, or less. And it feels, for me, like, what am I saying, 6 weeks? No, like 4 weeks ago, sorry. But it feels like, oh my god, like I have to travel, like, oh, like I literally feel, and I'm like, I'm the same person that in the first 7 years when I was in the UK, like since when I moved to the UK, I didn't go anywhere. Like I didn't get on a plane. Maybe I got on a plane once to go to Jersey or something. But I literally was here, and now it's feeling like, oh my god, like I have to travel, because it's like I've tasted, when the Bible says like I've tasted, when the Bible talks about like I've tasted and saying, that's why it feels like, it almost feels like a whole new world is open to me. But I know that this lifestyle, I would not have been able to afford it on, like, if I was still earning per hour, still literally living from paycheck to paycheck. Like the lifestyle I live now, my 9 to 5, or our my husband doesn't do 9 to 5 anymore, but like our 9 to 5 jobs at the time could definitely not afford us. We would end up saving, we'll go up the ranks, we'll keep trading our time for money, knowing it, but we would never have gotten to a place where we would have said, oh, we're wealthy. I'm not saying, again, like some people are genuinely passionate about like the jobs that they do, and that's fine. But even within that job, like, or within that sector or career it is that you're building, what else is it that you can do? Like if you're not there, and think about like the concept of trading your time for money, why it's so dangerous is the fact that if you're not there, you can't earn. And that's a really dangerous place to be. You need to be in a position where you're able, like even when you're sleeping, you're making money. Like just by sitting down, you're making money, and that's where we want to be. So it's good to like open your mind. So in spite of who you are, so you may think, oh, I'm just an immigrant, like in the UK. Like I was an immigrant in the UK. You can think, oh, I'm black. Like think of yourself as a minority. Oh, I'm just the black girl. I'm just an Asian girl, whatever. I'm black and I'm doing it, and I'm still doing a lot more, and I'm still going to do a lot more. Or you can think of yourself like, oh, I'm a woman, like there's a glass ceiling above me, I'm a woman. Like, so again, I'm not saying that I have all the things. I'm sure like there are other things that maybe you are and I'm not, but the truth is that God knows exactly where you are, and in spite of all of that, he has great plans for you. Not to like preach at you, but I'm just letting you know that you don't have to stay where you are. And I think one of the other things that is really important as well is to surround yourself with the right kind of people. I said that when we started doing multiple streams of income, property was the go-to for us, because I had sisters who were really close-knit and they were already doing this, so I could see them doing it. So it wasn't imagine if the people I had around me were people that maybe, oh, they just do like work themselves to the ground and do 2 and 3 jobs and 4 jobs, and it's just about work and just going from one paycheck to another. Like, that's, I'll probably just be thinking about getting an additional job that would again just involve me trading my time, or trading more of my time that I probably already don't have, for more money. And the money is probably, again, like, you probably at best maybe you're going for one holiday a year, and even that one you're kind of looking forward to for the whole year, just to have those, I don't know, 1 week, 1 week off. So anyway, the point of this video is that you have no excuses. You can absolutely do it. But it's one for you to open your mind and start thinking about it, knowing that it's possible. Like, think about thriving, like, in spite of where you are. A lot of you may have like come from, immigrated, from one country to another, maybe from Africa to wherever it is that you're watching from. Understand that you don't have to, you can thrive. Like, you don't just have to exist and live from one paycheck to another. Like, you really can thrive. If I can do it, you can absolutely do it. And I'm sitting here not saying that I've arrived and I've gotten to this level. No, like, yeah, I haven't even scratched the surface yet. But in that, this my phase where I still feel like I've just started. I'm just seeing the possibilities. I'm enjoying, like, the things that I'm enjoying, the trips I've been able to go on, like, with my family, the things I'm able to do. And now I'm just even able to, like, conceive, like, bigger ideas, the resources I'm able to handle now. Like, I couldn't have done that like 2-3 years ago. Like, I wasn't even at that space. I didn't know it was possible. So know that it is possible. Know that you can do it. But I just really want to see you, like, thriving. I want you to see you breaking barriers, breaking generational, or breaking the stagnation. Like, you could be the first in your family. Like, yeah, who cares if no one has ever done it in your family or in your lineage or in your country? Like, you can absolutely do it. Okay, so let this video be an encouragement to you. I know that, yes, do what you need to do for the time being, but don't stay there. Do that power job, take that extra shift, do that job that you don't necessarily like, but know that, you need to grow from that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video has encouraged you to get up, to thrive, to know that you can be more. Please leave a comment in the comment section if this video encouraged you. Like this video, as I said, subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Check out the holiday vlogs. I vlogged quite a few of the countries we've been to, like Maldives, Dubai, Madeira, Croatia, Cyprus, Sweden, and Paris, and any other country we've been to. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tommy Daniels. Goodbye.